Hello, my fellow comic book collectors. I received 2 packages in the mail, and one is really interesting. You're probably not going to guess how did a comic fit into such a small box. So this is actually a really cool comic. I'm going to do an unboxing where I'm going to show you what's in both of these, and hopefully you'll find it cool. I have a great story about this one. So I'm going to open this one first and tell you a little bit of story about it. It's actually, if it's what I think it is, and based on the size, it probably is. It is a rather rare, unique comic. And let's see if I can get it out without mangling it. Okay, wait a sec. Gotta slice it open a bit here. Okay. So, they wrapped it well. I mean, considering it's quite small. So this is it. So let's open this up. This is the most unusual unboxing, maybe, because it's such a small comic, but it is a comic. Okay, I'll just take it out here. So this is it. Now look, I'll make it look big for you. So it's Masters of the Universe and He-Man. This is actually, you have to be really careful. There's several editions of this, and there's several printings of this. This is the first print. It's He-Man and the Power Sword. And this is the first print, first edition of this rather small, unusual comic. And it came out in 1981. It says 81, but I think it's actually later than that. What happened was, when they released the toys, like if you got your like little He-Man toy or Skeletor or whatever it is, they would put inside a comic. And this was the first comic that they produced for those figurines. And basically, it is the very first comic appearance of He-Man. And all the characters, like, you know, you got He-Man and Skeletor. I'm not sure who these guys are, but I can barely remember the show from when I was a kid. But this comic is quite hot right now. You could expect this one, it goes, I paid about $70 for it, but I think that it goes for anywhere around $100 to $200 range, because it is very rare. And it's one that's usually kind of like the kids would beat it, you know, get beaten up and get thrown away. So it's a rather rare comic, and it is hot right now because there's that new show that's coming out with, I think it's Jeff Smith. Is it Jeff Smith or something Smith? Yeah, and he's going to be doing the series, the new He-Man series. And it's kind of a hot little comic because it is their first appearance. Now, they had another first appearance, which, do I have it handy? One sec here. I'm doing something rather unusual, like as I'm, do I have it handy? Yeah, right here. This is their other first appearance. This is the first in the full comic book size, where you see He-Man and Skeletor on the cover. And this one is a hot comic. You know, this is a fairly high grade. Something like this would go for about $1,000 now. It's I didn't pay that much for it, but it's one that's really hot right now. But this appeared first, so be on the hunt for this little guy. And yeah, it's just kind of a cool little comic. Not many people know about it, but it is. If you're into those true first appearances, that's the true first appearance of He-Man and Skeletor and all those major characters from that series. Okay, so the next box, I have no idea what this is. So it looks like a slab, so that's a good sign. It's always great when you get a slab in the mail. And, oh wow! Okay, this is one I really like because I'm weird. Probably not many people know this character, but I like it. It's another Golden Age, kind of a major character from the Golden Age that was sort of lost in time. You know, it's one of they just never came back. And it's just a really great character from the Golden Age. This is Fire Hair Comics, #1. It's the very first Fire Hair story comic. It's on high grade. 6.0 for Golden Age is quite high. Just a really great cover. Kind of not really good girl art, but you know, kind of a little bit sexy cover. But it's just a really great character. I think in one of my other videos I tell a little bit of the story of this character. Basically, her story is her family goes out west. Their wagons are attacked by what they thought was a band of Dakota Indians, but it turns out that it was these raiders that were just pretending to be Indians to sort of cover their tracks. And she was the sole survivor. And so what happened was the actual Dakota Indians found her, and she was just a child, and she lost her ability to remember. She had sort of like, through the stress of the situation, she had sort of amnesia about it. And basically, you know, but she's yet the same person who's a witness to this crime against the Dakota Indians, where their name is being besmirched. And so they decide to take her back to their you know, home, and they raise her, and they teach her like how to fight and how to do all the things that a good Native child should be able to do. And they raise her to be like pretty badass. So she becomes like a great warrior for these Dakota Indians, and it's kind of cool. So that's Firehair, and she's obviously called Firehair because of her fiery red head, you know. So just really awesome character. So really cool to get this in the mail. And that's it. Just 2 books, small unboxing, but 2 very cool, very different books. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to be doing probably a video later on Firehair where I'll show some of her, a little bit more of her story and some of her key comics, because I am doing this series on Golden Age forgotten characters, and she's one of them. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And remember to check me out on Instagram. I post a lot of cool things on Instagram where I'm buying some cool things, and I'll post it up on Instagram first. So check that out, and thanks for watching.